Never winning.
You don't know that. He could have won that competition. You can't count anybody out. These competitions aren't made for.
I know, it's true.
Like, you would think that Jed would have won Drop the Bucket or even Arch Enemy, like, or you. These competitions aren't made for just people that are fit or tall or athletic. They're made so that anybody can win.
Yeah.
Look, Kiefer killed that last competition. Had Josh started earlier, he would have won. Don't count anybody out. Don't underestimate anybody.
I know what you're saying, though.
It's anybody's game.
You're saying if Josh wins, we're all in a bad situation.
We're all in a bad situation. At least if Kyle wins, you're good with him, Jed's good with him, you can be in his ear, and we have the numbers anyways. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're trying to pull in Keith. Keith can be in his ear. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Risk the chance of exposing our six for what? And I honestly think that Kyle needs to go before Roe. Roe's not a threat. Kyle is. You guys, Kyle is so unpredictable. You can't read him, unless you guys can. Unless you guys have something going on with him that I don't know about. But if you notice, he gives you nothing. He gives you nothing. But he listens and he observes and he takes in everything.
No, you're right. It's true.
It's just not worth it, guys. I'm telling you guys, it's not worth it.
Victoria, please put on your microphone.
And it's not because, like, I swear to you, and I told you this, I said, at the end of the day, I'm loyal to the six. If it comes down to a situation where that's the move that's the consensus and that's what the group wants to do, and you need my vote, you're gonna have my vote. I'm just gonna have to tell the man straight up, listen, things changed. I have to do what's best for my game, and unfortunately, you don't have my vote anymore. I'm gonna be real about it. Like, I'm not gonna lie about it.
Yeah.
It is what it is, and I'll just deal with the repercussions and play my game.
Yeah. Yeah, things change throughout the game. Things
change from one day to the next, from 1 week to the next. However, I don't think it's the right move. Not yet. I just don't think Roe is. I just don't think I think it's Kyle. It's Kyle. I'm telling you guys, but
the strategy was more so centered around that, like, Roe makes Kyle stronger.
Pardon?
Roe makes Kyle stronger.
Roe makes Kyle stronger?
Yeah, Roe makes Kyle stronger.
But Kyle without Roe? Roe's nothing without Kyle. Roe is nothing. Kyle is leading. Roe's just following. Do you see Roe really having any connections with anybody else? No. I don't know. I'm not really afraid of Roe. It's Kyle. It's the one that doesn't really say much, that doesn't talk much, that doesn't give much, that just sits around and watches everybody and listens to what everybody says and doesn't say. The guy's dangerous, I'm telling you.
It's true. He listens more than he talks. I'll tell you that much.
Yep, sure does. The longer he stays in this game, right now he's trying to build his alliance. And I literally feel like the only reason why he pulled me into the conversation, because he pulled me into a conversation with, it was me, Tara, Kyle, and Roe in the HOH room, and he tried to basically say that, you know, you can't tell who's fake, but you can tell who's real right now. And I think, like, everybody in this room right now is real, and, like, we need to get something going. And I literally think he only did that
Who's in there?
Me, Kyle, Roe, and Tara.
Yeah.
And I literally think he only did that to say certain things to see how I would react, if I would fight. And because I didn't jump on, yeah, let's make an alliance, and because I didn't offer up any information about Jed or you or anything like that, I think he realized that maybe she's not, he doesn't know where I stand.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he was literally throwing little things out there, and I didn't give him anything. I was just pretty much agreeing with him. The only thing I agreed with was, yeah, like, Josh needs to go, Roe needs to stay. And he's just like, yeah, I have a degree in behavioral...
Who said that?
Kyle. He said that. He's like, I have a degree in behavioral whatever. I study people's behavior, and like I'm noticing what people aren't saying and what they're saying. I'm sitting in rooms and I hear somebody say something, and I'm just like, okay, I hear you, I see you. And he's like, I'm seeing a shift in the house, and you could already tell that there's like a popular group, and there's a totem pole, and they're gonna start picking people off one by one.
Yeah, I could tell he's being very observant and very calculated.
He's very careful with what he says and doesn't say. He's watching. I'm telling you guys, if you guys do have something with him, because at this point, this game is getting so crazy that I don't even know, like, what is what anymore. Then good for you guys, but...
No. Not even like that. Yeah, we don't have anything. It's more so like...
And like we had that conversation this morning about a potential flip, and like that was just like, if we're gonna have conversations like this, like, yo, you guys need to like have these conversations with everybody in the six. Like, you can't be like these conversations need to be group conversations. You can't leave other people out.
I've been wanting to talk to Tina, I just haven't had a chance to talk to her.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just not a good look. We all gotta be on the same page, because that's the only way we're gonna stay strong.
But Latoya, it was more so like a scenario. It wasn't like this is what we're doing.
Yeah, I know, but...
You know what I'm saying? Like, we were
but
more
Beth
so...
went up to Tina and said, we're doing a flip.
If you what?
Beth went up to Tina and said, we're doing a flip. Without talking to her, without asking her opinion, without asking her what she thinks. The thing is that, like, what's so great... No, just kidding. Forgot mine. Ad spot. The great thing about the six that I love and that makes us strong is that we're also different, and we all have different perspectives. So I might come to you and be like, Ty, A, B, and C. And you might show me a perspective that I wasn't even thinking about. Do you know what I mean? Because you've been talking to different people, and you just see the game from a different perspective, so that's great. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. But like, we have a discussion, and I love the fact that like we're throwing out options. I love the fact that we had a discussion this morning, because that legit is an option, and I think
that's all I want. That's all I want.
And it's a great move, and I think it's a great option, and I'm glad that it was voiced. However, don't take a discussion and then run with it and say it's happening. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Beth might have been a little bit preemptive.
And that's what I told her. I said, honestly, I said no. And I told her, I said, I'm going to talk to Ty, because like Ty's very like rational and very level-headed, because I know that the discussion we had this morning was not like, yeah, we're doing this. It was just it was literally just a conversation. Do you see what I'm saying?
I agree.
But then you run. It's just like me. It's just like but Beth did it to me too. Before we voted Julie out, I was in the bathroom taking a shower. Beth was taking a shower beside me. She peeps over to me and she's just like, it's Josh. Like telling me, and I'm just
Like what led you to say you for sure had my vote?
because
You know what I mean?
Because I literally, like, Tychon, I literally thought, like, this plan was set. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We made a plan to purposely vote out Julie so that Josh could be next. Do you see what I'm saying? I thought this was going to be a smooth week, no disruptions, no nothing. And the fact of the matter is that Roe is going up. He hasn't been going, he's not going up. It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
But it is happening. We all know that. We all know that.
Yeah, probably.
Like, whether I did it before it happened or not, like, it's happening.
Yeah.
She's not putting me up, for sure.
Yeah.
And she's not putting Jet up, and she's not putting Braden up. Roe's already going around starting his campaign. I have no problem telling somebody what I'm gonna do if that is what I'm going to do.
No, I hear you.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You were saying that was part of the bigger plan from the jump.
Pardon?
You were saying that it was part of the bigger plan from the jump.
That's before you were saying that you were afraid that
that Josh could stay and
Stay,
and
stay,
win and this
stay,
and that.
stay.
Yes.
Keep using him as a shield, and I kind of feel like that's now
What's materializing? Yeah.
that's materialized now.
No. I hear you.
Do you see what I'm saying?
It's just I wanted to have a conversation. I know. I just wanted to have a conversation, all of us, before you made a promise. You know what I mean? Like, I know it was the original plan, but as you said, like, things change really quickly in this game. So, like, I get where you're coming from, but it was more so like, why didn't we sit down and talk about both scenarios?
Because I thought that
Yeah,
was
I
the
know.
plan, Ty. I literally thought
know.
that was the plan. Why would I think any different? Give me a reason of why I would have thought any different.
No. There's no reason to think that because, like, in my mind,
In
it
my
was
mind,
100% the
in
plan.
my mind, the Julie thing was not just a short-term plan. It was a short-term for the bigger picture, for the
Yeah.
long term. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The same way you're saying, like, why didn't you discuss with us before you made that promise? It's the same way I could feel like this flip has not been discussed before properly with everybody before a decision's being made.
We didn't make a decision. It's just that I think what happened was Beth saw that Keith, me, and Jed were like, yeah, it sounds like that could.
Who even threw that idea out there?
It was me.
It was you? Okay.
It was me. Keith said he thought about it too. Jed said he had thought about it too, and so did Beth. So when I said
I honestly never
you never
thought about it.
I just.
It was never an option. I think it's a bad move, but like I said, right? You know I'm real. You
I know.
if you guys need a number, I don't agree with it. I'm not gonna say I agree with it. I'm not gonna act like I agree with it. I'm not just gonna agree with you guys just because, like, whatever. But if you guys need the number, you got it, hands down. Because if I'm up on the block, you guys better have me.
Yeah.
And if you're up on the block, you're never gonna have to question whether I have you or not. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? I know this is a numbers game, and I was just running the numbers. And the reality was, in my mind, I'm like, how can you get numbers together?
How what?
I just felt like I jumped back in. I feel like it's been.
Has it? Yeah, you probably can.
Oh, sorry. It's a numbers game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in my mind, I'm like, when it comes to the numbers, I felt like Josh can't get numbers. All he could do is win HOH, right? If Kyle essentially needs Roe to build an alliance, if we take Roe out of the picture,
Right, but what if Josh puts up 2 of the 6?
you're saying in that 1 in 11 chance,
What if Kyle puts up 2 of the 6?
2 of the 6 of us, and we're in a situation.
Yeah.
Tina, please go to the diary.
And we're in a situation.
If Josh puts up 2 of the 6,
We could. I just didn't.
if Josh puts up 2 of the 6, if we keep Josh and he puts up 2 of the 6, whatever.
He's worst case scenario HOH. Worst case.
Yeah.
He could-
I see both sides.
You-
I just don't think.
I just want to make sure like it wasn't an emotional decision for Roe, more so around like he's cool, he's funny, he's likable, let's keep him. Versus Josh is annoying, people want him to go home.
It's not an emotional. It
I just
literally
want to,
is not an emotional decision for Roe. It isn't, because like, if Roe was to go next, I don't care. So be it. I don't care if anybody goes before the 6. I don't care. I honestly don't. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have an emotional connection with Roe. I don't have an attachment with Roe. I don't have anything with Roe. I don't have anything with anybody other than the 6. And even that's not emotional. That's strictly game.
yeah. Okay. No, I wasn't sure. Like, I wasn't sure if it was about your guys' relationship.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
That's-
It's the fact of, like, literally, I just thought it was set. That's all. I literally thought it was set. I literally thought this was going to be an easy week. Like, you have to understand that, like, We did a big flip last week. We really shook things up. And I think that in this game, and I said that before I even came here, like, you have to know when to make big moves and then when to kind of fall back, fly under the radar, and just let things cool. You can't just be making big moves every week. Because every single person thought Josh was going home. They were convinced that they thought Josh was going home last week. And it was a shock to a lot of people last minute when it didn't happen. And that's because a lot of talking had to be done and a lot of planting of seeds had to be done. So if that's done again this week, a lot of questions, think about all the questions and the suspicion that it's gonna raise. Think about that.
Yeah. She's saying big moves brings a lot of heat.
I'm just
and that's what you're saying.
Constantly, yes.
If we make too many
there
big
has to just be a balance.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying, like, timing is important too. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we get rid of Josh and then next week, like, we get screwed over. Like, I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just saying that, like, yo, like, chill out. Like, you...
Yeah, I get it.
But, like I said, you guys want to go with that plan? Cool.
It was never...
Whether I promised Ro that I wouldn't vote for him before I spoke to you guys or not, you have to understand that, like, I'm also still here to play my individual game while working with you guys to get where I need to get. So it doesn't mean that I can't change what I said to make things work for all of us, because I definitely can and I will. My vote's needed. You have it without question. Done. That's not even like an issue for me.
No, I know that.
I'll be completely real about it.
No, I know that.
You know
You're giving your real opinion. My opinion was solely based on being devil's advocate.
Yeah.
The fact is, I never liked making a decision without evaluating both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
Right? And looking at both sides of the coin, I think we could make a case as for why we could do the other thing versus the other thing.
I just think, like, just from talking to everybody, like, today, like, I spent some time with Austin today, talking to her, and even she was just like, yeah, like, it's a done deal. Like, Josh is going home. Like, there's just no way. Do you know what I mean? Even when you talk to Kyle, he's just like, it's a done deal. Like, everybody, like, I don't know. I just think there would be a lot of side-eye. There would be a lot of explaining to do. A lot of suspicion. Like, what? Something's up. That's a huge, like, I don't know.
So yeah, it would make things too. No one would. It would eradicate all the trust in the game. Like, nobody would trust each other after that.
Exactly.
Yeah, the only way, like, the only thing, like, adding on to that, the only way that it would work is if it was executed in a way where that didn't happen.
Where what?
Where that didn't happen, where the right people were brought in. So if Kyle and Austin were brought into the decision at a time that's closer to the decision.
Oh, it would have to be the last minute. Literally.
Yeah.
And I know Austin, she's here to play. She's going to vote with everybody.
Exactly.
She's not going to understand it, but she's going to vote with everybody.
Yeah.
I think Tara will vote with everybody too.
Yeah.
Because, again, for her, she's going to vote with majority. Vic, I don't know. I don't know about Vic. I don't know what she would do. Because, like, I don't know, like, you know, Vic came in the room when Jed and I was talking and said she wanted to have an alliance with the four of us. And we still haven't even gotten back to her and said anything to her, which we kind of have to say something to her. We can't just leave her hanging. I mean, we can, I guess.
What are we going to say? No?
I don't know. I just kind of been avoiding the conversation. Because what am I going to say to her? She talks a lot. Vic can't, she talks a lot. She doesn't keep anything. So.
I know.
So that's what worries me with her, right?
Yeah, I don't know if we have to explain that to her.
We don't have to explain
I just don't, I just don't know how
just
that would
avoid
go.
it, I guess. But that's just where I'm. But should you guys need me to have that vote, you have it.
That was literally my only concern. I was just wondering, like, it just seemed so early in my mind.
Because in my mind, I promise you, this week, I thought it was just cut and dry. We shook things up last week. Yo,
Yeah. It's just because he wasn't on the block yet.
huh?
He wasn't on the block yet. You know what I mean?
It's not about him, it's about making moves and shaking things up.
No, but I'm saying when you promised him he wasn't on the block yet. That's why.
Please fix your microphone.
Oh, fuck. I know, but these guys, come on, let's not play dumb here.
You knew that was okay. We all know that's what was going down. Is that what you're
I knew
saying?
that was going down.
Yeah.
This was made after Keith won veto. I told him this after Keith won veto, and we knew that Keith was going to use it and come down. This was not told to him before Keith won veto. He came to me after Keith won veto.
Bro.
Yes.
And what did he say?
Just basically like, you know, like, I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna, you know, go up. I talked to Austin. She told me she's gonna put him up. Right? This wasn't made before Keith won veto. This was said afterwards. So I knew he's going up. Yo, my clothes is literally frozen.
Yo, what?
Yo.
We good, right?
Of course,
I don't know why I'm worried like a cheese. No, I know. I'm actually worried.
Why? What
You guys
happened?
put me on the block, man.
Did you guys have a fight?
No.
because he kissed back. He's like, oh, you mad at me? Mad.
Oh.
I thought Beth was giving me a ting last night. So
Oh. But then she moved in on you.
and then he moved it on Jet. He's like, are you mad? I'm like, it's not that serious.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you guys in there.
Yeah.
I'm up here like, fuck, man. And I'm like, man, I found out he was done, bro. I didn't really think you were, but like.
Yo, I'll cheese that. That should call me.
Yeah, that is cheesy.
Why you do that here?
That is cheesy.
That's all she's like, yo, fat.
Just let it go. Yeah. Not one of us would have known.
It all happened so fast. No one knew. I just didn't know. No one knew. I didn't call me.
Oh my god.
I feel, you know what it was? I felt set up. I really got set up like that.
Oh my god, bro.
Are these spicy beef?
Oh yeah.
Tychon, please put on your
Oh
microphone.
yeah, they want to hear this. I just want to make sure you're in cheese.
Honestly, like I felt like that was the vibe. So I was also shocked that she was like, "Oh, come sleep." with
Yeah,
this
yeah.
and that. I'm like, but like, it's really feeling good.
It's really nothing serious though.
No, it's not serious.
just fun.
It's not serious for anybody, but it's like the reality is it's like what we have here is limited.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So it's like it is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like there's an abundance of
things.
yeah. So like
We're here for a minute, so it is what it is.
I get it,
All right.
right? Oh shit, let me take this off. But yeah, I'm not mad at you. I just thought I'm like, yo, really?
Mad at the situation.
Huh?
Just mad at the
I'm
situation.
just mad at, yeah, I'm just mad at like, not that it happened, I'm just more mad like, really? You get to call me out. Why? No one had to know. I didn't even tell them in the DM. Too much.
Come on. Yeah.
You know what? That is funny.
It does make it really funny. Like obviously I had no idea that happened, so.